Okay, just a little update. I'm in the truck. It didn't start earlier, so it's pretty annoying. There's a sign that says accident ahead. We'll see what's going on. Oh man, it's still doing that thing where the transmission just doesn't feel like it's engaging properly. What's up, Alonzo? Lame Duck G Jr. Here we go. Here's the real Lame Duck G Jr. coming up. Accident ahead. Road closed. Accident ahead. Road closed. No Life Andy in the chat. Exit now if you don't want to see an accident. It's coming up. Here it comes. Accident ahead. Jesus Christ, that guy fucking slammed on his brakes, dude. Seriously. That was all you, buddy. Yeah, fuck them, dude. They were trying to get me to, I don't know, man. We had to get the police to get my kid back. It was fucked. I took everything I had to not title every stream from now on just fuck Bellawood Farms, fuck Bellawood Acres. I had to jump over a trophy table to try to get my son back, and then 3 guys just like swarmed me and were like not gonna let me get anywhere close to him. And then I didn't get that recorded, but then I went live just seconds after that happened, and some guy came up to me and I said, I don't know who you are. As far as I know, you have a gun. Get the hell away from me. And I was in this little kid's play area, and all the parents just heard gun, and they're like, oh my God, gun! Oh my God! Oh my God! And this guy was like, I'm gonna end you! So yeah, the VOD where it says, I'm gonna end you, threats and stuff, that's, yeah, man, that's, yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah, that car sped up to like 70 to get around me in the fast lane, and then they stopped. This guy's looking in his rear view pretty nervous here. Yeah, I'm about to have a daughter in August. I have a son that's almost 2. And if you've watched really closely, you may know about another one. That's kind of a secret or whatever. Still, it's just, it's not going to help to bring it up. Trying to open a Frappuccino and the lid's already off. I was just wrenching on the top. I was just like trying to open it hard as I could. I couldn't open it. Yeah, man, have a kid. He's a good kid. He got away from us yesterday. And these SJWs were demanding to know who the father was and whether the parents were married and stuff. And it was like, it was pretty messed up. Like, they weren't going to give the kids back unless we were married, or they were going to give us a good talking to or something. So I just jumped over the trophy table, knocked all these trophies down for this auto show, and did everything I could to get my son back. And then I got muscled out of there by the O'Reilly's Auto Parts store. So if it's fuck anybody, it's fuck O'Reilly's Auto Parts more than it's fuck Bellawood Acres. Bellawood Acres was just oblivious. They just happened to have the car show on the on their property, so they're not really to blame. But the auto parts store that was putting it on, it seemed pretty clear that it was their vendor booth. Yeah, O'Reilly's started the had the auto show going on, as far as I could tell, and then you know, my son wandered to his booth, to their booth, and then they just grabbed him and held on to him for like until the police came. They wouldn't give him back to us because he didn't recognize us. And then they were demanding to ask if we were married and stuff. So it was like a religious thing. I was like, you know what, if you're gonna be asking if we're married, we need the police here right now. This lady was holding my son and upset a lot of people. She upset a lot of people doing what she did. The sheriff came and the sheriff gave the lady a good talking to. You're not allowed to hold people's children against their will and stuff. You're not allowed to hold the kids. Throughout the whole time, Bellawood Acres Farms, I never saw any security or anybody related to them at all. The place was a madhouse. There was thousands of people there. It was like a nightmare situation where the kid, you know, the kid got out of our sight. And Mom thought I was watching him. And I thought Mom was watching him. And it was messed up. I mean, part of me wishes I had the whole thing on camera. But, I don't know. It's, you know, it wouldn't really help much. I'm really happy I had some family there that saw what I did, and they stood behind me 100%. I was a little worried if the combination of people weren't the same. They may have been like, oh, you're just being crazy. You're just being crazy. No, she's not my ex. She's not my ex. The mom was there. The mom was there. And she stood behind me. She said, that was great. And some other people were there. And they said, you know, I wish my man jumped over that. He did the right thing. He was a good dad. I was a good dad yesterday doing that. Oh man, I want to throw this glass bottle at this car, but I'm not going to do it. I want to throw it right next to him. Throw it right next to him. Throw it up right next to the door, like don't hit the door or anything. Ideally, I'd throw it up and over the hood, onto the hood, boom! How did this all start? Okay, from the top. I get to Bellawood Acres for like a little family thing. My girlfriend's not there yet. She arrives shortly after I do. She takes one look at my dog and says, or she's like, okay, let's go get some food, but don't bring your dog in to get food. And so I said, oh, okay. And so I just turn around and walk really far away to my car to go put Skully away. At that point, she thinks I'm watching Cruz. Oh man. At that point, I think she's watching Cruz. I think she's, you know, both of us think, like, she thought he followed me or something. But, like, at that point, she had said, like, don't bring the dog. And, like, I turned around and walked away and, like, hadn't even really said hi to Cruz yet, I don't think. And then she assumed that he followed me. I kind of, like, ran to the car, so I wasn't expecting anyone to be following me. It didn't really seem like he was following me. I think he just ran out towards the little play area that was right by everybody. He didn't even really go that far. Then like I come back from the car like 5 minutes later, maybe a little longer, and I'm like, hey, where's Cruz? And she's like, oh, I thought you had him. And then me, her, and a couple other people kind of go into panic mode, like, oh shit, where is he? And look around. And then about a minute later, we see him being held in one of the booths. And these people, we went up to the people and said, hey, that's our son. Give him back. And they said, they wanted to give us a big talking to or something, or a lecture. But I was not in an emotional state to be lectured to or told what to do, or like they weren't going to tell me a big lesson. At that point, I was just like, you know what, you know, I had come back from the car. I didn't have Skully with me. I went over to the booth right when we saw that he was missing. We saw him at the booth, and then I'm like, give us back our son. And they're like, no. And so I jump over the table with all the trophies, knocking a bunch of trophies down. I really wanted to just like make a mess and break everything, but I was like, you know what? I just need to physically jump over the table, go and try to grab my son. If I can't do it, I need to walk away. And so at that point, 3 guys behind the table like stormed me and were like, you know, blocking me and stuff. And they seemed to be like, you know, somewhat decent, like Christian men or something like that, with being with like not hitting me or something. So then I get kind of muscled back. I have to get back over the table and get out of there. And then all of a sudden I'm kind of in the kids area. And this big Santa-looking, portly fellow guy, heavy-set looking guy, comes up to me and is talking to me and trying to tell me something. Hey, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. I'm waiting for the police to come. As far as I know, you have a gun. Get the hell away from me. And then all the people in the play area heard gun, and this guy with a bunch of tats came up to me and is like, I'm going to end you, dude. Get the hell out of here. I'm going to end you. And I was like, I just got to walk away. And I'm really hoping that my family was just going to stay there until the police came, because I just had to get away from this guy. This guy was going to literally kill me. He said he's going to end me, and he was like looking at me. And I mean, there's no need for me to have, you know, I didn't pull my knife out. You know, I don't know how much ending he was going to do with this in my pocket, and me protecting my family and property. I don't know, you know, like, I was like, okay, I'm going to walk away, man. Like, you know, it seemed like he was in somewhat safe hands being back there. They wanted to make sure he went to the right people. But I was like, okay, at that point I was on, you know, I called the police. You know, I was pretty hysterical, let them know, you know, these people have my son, they're not giving him back. So, at that point, I just I went and tried to get something to eat, and then the line was like super long, just to try to kind of calm down, and I was like, made a little bit of a scene in the line, and then oh my god, I did not expect this wait to be like this. Oh man. So then the police came, and I was just kind of standing off to the side, and I never talked to the police. I didn't, you know, nobody told me to come over. I was on the phone with my girlfriend while she was talking to him. Wow, this guy, there's a guy just skipping the line. There's just a guy skipping the line over there. Yeah, this all happened yesterday on Father's Day. I'm still here, buddy. I'm still here, buddy. Honk, honk. I'm still here. Yes, buddy, you cut me off, and then you sped past me and then slammed on your brakes right as I was turning. Thanks. Oh, there's a guy up here with a motorcycle. I think he's run out of gas. I don't know what that guy's, the motorcycle ran out of gas? Just happened to run out of gas right there? What's that about? I know I honked at this guy. Don't forget that I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. And throw little pebbles at him. Be like, hey, knock knock, I'm here. Come over to my window, I have something to spray at you. Come here. Drive through the grass or beta. I should at least drive around the grass and like get around this guy. Man, I did not expect to get up super early to be waiting in a bunch of traffic. Beta Andy, by the way. Andy! I'm not feeling it. I don't like driving and waiting in traffic. It's like the worst.